Math 7, Lesson 8.2, Measures of Central Tendency and Range. Measures of central tendencies are the mean, the median, and the mode. These are vocabulary words that we'll go over. So if we are using these numbers, 10, 9, 5, 7, and 9, and we want to find the mean, we know that the mean is the same thing as the average. So taking a look at the average of those numbers. And this is the most useful data when the numbers are close together. So all these things that we're talking about now are for reading data. So an example of that would be if we had these numbers up there. The way that we find the average is that we're going to first of all add them together. And then we're going to divide them by the number of how many there are. So if we count them, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. So we're going to divide it by 5. And we're going to do the math on that. And when we add those up, divide by 5, we're going to get 8. So the mean of the numbers that we had listed right here is 8, or the average. Same thing as average. They just like to change things up a little bit, but it means the same thing. Okay, let's take a look at now what is the median. The way that you can remember median, or at least the way that I remember it, is it's the middle. So it's the number in the middle when we line all our numbers up from least to greatest. So formal definition is middle value or average of the two middle values. That is, if you line all of your numbers up, and you have an even number of numbers that you have, the number in the middle, there's actually going to be two numbers in the middle. And to find the median, if that's the case, then you're going to average those two numbers. So it's the middle value or average of the two middle values, if there are two, of a set of data that are arranged in order. So let's take the ones that we have, and that is going to be, so first of all, we have to arrange them in order. So that would be 5, 7, 9, 9, and 10. So the median is going to be the one in the middle. So that's going to be that one. So the median of that data set is 9. Now let's take a look at our next one, and that is most. And the way that I remember this is mode is the one that occurs the most. So the item that occurs the most frequently in the data. That should be a T right there, in the data. Okay, so let's line these up, and we would have, or take a look at these numbers back here again. And we actually, let's use this set right here since we've already arranged them in order. We can see which one occurs the most. So in this one, there's a 9 that occurs 2 times. So that one occurs the most. So in here, our answer is going to be 9 because it occurred twice. And now the range, it's our next thing that we're finding. The range, the way that we remember that is it's the difference. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So it is the difference between the greatest and the least values in the data set. So taking a look at our data set again, and I'm going to again look at the one that we've done right here where we've lined them up because it's the easiest to work with. And it's the difference between the greatest number and the least number. So difference, of course, means subtract. So we're going to subtract our 10 minus 5. So the range is 5. Let's take a look at some more examples. So in these examples, we want to find the mean, median, mode, and range. So number 1, we have that those numbers right there. So let's find the mean. The mean, again, is the average. So the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to add all those numbers together. So 86 plus 95 plus 75 plus 86 plus 93. And then I'm going to divide them by how many there are. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So divide it by 5. And so the mean, when I do that, is going to be 87, or the average of all those numbers is 87. The median is the one in the middle, so I have to then put these in order. So 75, 86, 86, 93, and 95. So the one in the middle, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so the one in the middle is 3, or the third one, which is 86. The mode is the one that occurs the most. So as I can see, because these are already arranged, that I have two 86s, so the mode is going to be 86. The range is the difference of the greatest and the least, so 95 minus 75, so the range is going to be 20. Let's take a look at our next set. So we have -2, 6, 2, and -14. So again, we're going to add all these together. So we have a -2, -2 plus 6 plus 2 plus -14. And we're going to divide those by how many there are. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Divide it by 4. So that's going to give us our top number when we add all those together is a -8 divided by 4. So our mean is going to be a -2. The median is when we line them up, it's the one in the middle. So let's line them up. So we have -14, -2, 2, and 6. So the one in the middle, because there's an even number, you're going to have 2 in the middle. So that's going to be those two. The way we find the median is we add those two together and then divide by 2. So we're finding the average of those two numbers. So it's -2 plus 2 divided by 2. That's going to give us 0 divided by 2. So actually the median of that is going to be 0. The mode is the one that occurs the most. So when we had lined these up, right here, the one that occurs the most, there's none that are duplicated. So what do we do then? If there's none that are duplicated, there is no mode. So there's none that occurs the most because they all occur equally. The range is subtracting your smaller number from your larger number. So it's 6 minus a -14. So that is going to be, turn those into positives. So that is going to be 20. So the range is 20. Number 3, we want to, on all of these, we want to use logical reasoning to solve. So in number 3, we want to add a number to the following data set that makes the median, remember that's the middle number, 17. So this is our number set, and we need to find one that's going to make the median 17. So we want to first of all line up all of our numbers. So it's going to be 15, 18, some number 20. So these are our 2, and we want to make these the median, which is going to be the average of these two numbers, 17. So let's just reason that out. If we want our middle, the average of those two to be 17, it seems like we would have an 18 and a 16, and the average of that would be 17. So that would be a 16. So those aren't in order anymore, so now we have to rearrange them. 15, 16, 18, and 20. So again, using logical reasoning, because these are now our median, our middle number. And if you have two numbers that are in the middle, then you have to average them to actually get the median. So that would give us, when we average those, a 17, which is what it was asking for. Okay, and the second one is, or it's actually the fourth one, is use logical reasoning to solve and add, let's see, add a number to the following data set that makes the mean, remember that's the average, 30. So here's your numbers, you need one more, and with all of those you want the mean to be 30. So let's see how we'd go about doing that. So let's put in what we already know. And that is that if we add our numbers together and divide by the number that there are, it's going to give us the mean, which we know is 30. So let's do what we know, 20 plus 22 plus 36 plus 28 plus some number that we don't know. That's what we're solving for. And we know that when we divide those by however many there are, which is 5, that it's going to give us 30. So now we can set this up as a proportion. So let's add all of these together, and that would be 106. So we'd have 106 plus n over 5 equals 30, setting up as a proportion over 1. Now we know we can cross multiply in order to find our answer. So we have 106 plus n, I'm cross multiplying these, times 1, which is just that, equals those two multiplied together, equals 150. So I'm going to clean this up a little bit. Equals. Now we're going to subtract, so we have 150 minus 106 equals n. And when we do the math on that, we have n equals 44. So if we put 44 right in there for n, we add those together, divide by 5, we're going to get a mean of 30. So you just work backwards on those.